Dear students, I am Dr. J. Indra, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, Vellalar College for Women, Erode. Today we are going to discuss about nucleophilic substitutions reactions of alkyl halide by SN1 and SN2 reactions. What do you mean by nucleophilic substitutions? Those reactions in which the atoms or groups that are attached to the carbon atom are substituted by a suitable nucleophile is called nucleophilic substitutions reactions. Before we go into the nucleophilic substitutions reaction, we should know about what you mean by nucleophile. The nucleophile has a pair of electrons, so it has negative charge. Nucleophile is a reagent that donates an unshared pair of electrons to form a covalent bond. Cyanide, hydroxyl and alkoxide ions are the examples of some nucleophiles. Generally, nucleophilic substitutions reactions occur in aliphatic compounds like alkyl halides. Now, let us see about the nucleophilic substitutions reactions of alkyl halide. When a nucleophile reacts with an alkyl halide, the halogen leaves as a halide. That is, the nucleophile replaces the halogen on the alpha carbon. Nucleophilic substitutions reactions are mainly occurred under two different mechanisms called SN1 and SN2. SN2 stands for bimolecular nucleophilic substitution. SN1 stands for unimolecular nucleophilic substitution. Let's study SN2 reaction first. Bimolecular nucleophilic substitutions reaction, that is SN2 reaction. Let us consider the hydrolysis of methyl bromide leads to the formation of the product methyl alcohol by SN2 mechanism. In this mechanism, the attack of the nucleophile and the ejection of the leaving group takes place simultaneously. It is a one-step mechanism, it's a slow step, and it is a rate determining step also. The nucleophile attack the alpha carbon from the backside, that is opposite to that of bromine atom. A transition state is produced in which the three hydrogen atoms are coplanar. The hydroxyl ion and the bromide ions are bonded to the carbon atom by half bond, is shown in dotted lines. These bonds are perpendicular to the plane of the carbon atom. So the breakage of the carbon bromide bond and the formation of the carbon hydroxide bond takes place simultaneously, and the product formed with the inversion of configuration. The rate of SN2 reaction is directly proportional to the molar concentration of two reacting molecules, that is the substrate alkyl halide and the nucleophile. So it is a second order kinetics and also called as bimolecular nucleophilic substitutions reaction. Now let us see what are the factors which affecting the rate of SN2 reactions. There are four factors which affects the rate of SN2 reactions. One is the nature of the substrate, and second one is the power of the nucleophile, and third one is the ability of the leaving group, and fourth one is the nature of the solvent. Let us study one by one. First, the nature of the substrate. Unhindered alkyl halides, those in which the backside of the alpha carbon is not blocked, will react faster in SN2 reactions. Methyl halide reacts quickly in SN2 reactions, whereas tertiary alkyl halide does not react as fast as methyl halide. The backside of an alpha carbon in a tertiary alkyl halide is completely blocked by three bulky methyl groups due to steric effect. That is, the rate of alkyl halide in SN2 reaction is in the order. Methyl halide undergo SN2 reaction in a faster rate than that of primary alkyl halide, than that of secondary alkyl halide, and than that of tertiary alkyl halide. And this is a space filling model show actual shapes and relative sizes of various alkyl halides. Backside of the alpha carbon of a methyl halide is unhindered here. Here the backside of alpha carbon of a primary alkyl halide is slightly hindered. Let us consider secondary alkyl halide. Here the backside of alpha carbon is mostly hindered. Let us consider tertiary alkyl halide, in which the backside of alpha carbon is completely blocked. As tertiary carbocation, the alpha carbon in vinyl and aryl halides do not undergo SN2 reactions because the overlapping of p orbitals to form the pi bonds in vinyl and aryl halides completely block the access of a nucleophile to the backside of the alpha carbon. So now let us see about the power of nucleophile on the rate of SN2 reactions. Strong nucleophile will favor the rate of SN2 reactions, and the rate of the reaction depends on the rate determining step, that is a slow step. The attack of the nucleophile on the backside of alpha carbon is the rate determining step. Weak nucleophile decreases the rate of SN2 reactions. Next, the effect of nature of leaving group on the rate of SN2 reactions. The leaving group usually has a negative charge Groups which stabilize a negative charge are the best leaving groups, that is, weak bases are stable as anions and they are best leaving groups. Weak bases are really identified, they have high pKb values. Iodide have the high pKb value and it is considered as the best leaving group. Hydroxyl group is a poor leaving group because hydroxide is a strong base. Next, we see about the effect of solvent on the rate of SN2 reactions. Solvents of low polarity and non-polar solvent favor the SN2 reactions. Some protic solvents, for example water, methanol, ethanol, acetic acid, etc., which contain hydroxyl groups, form a cluster around the nucleophile by solvation and lower its energy by stabilize it and thus reduce its reactivity via hydrogen bonding. A solvated nucleophile has a difficulty in hitting the alpha carbon. Up to this, we discuss about the bimolecular nucleophilic substitutions reaction. Let we move to unimolecular nucleophilic substitutions reactions, that is SN1 reaction. Tertiary alkyl halides are essentially inert to substitution by the SN2 mechanism because of steric hindrance at the backside of the alpha carbon. Despite this, tertiary alkyl halides do undergo nucleophilic substitutions reactions quite rapidly, but by a different mechanism is called SN1 mechanism. So, the order of the reactivity of the substrate for SN1 reaction is the reverse of SN2. That is, tertiary alkyl halides undergo SN1 reaction in a faster manner than that of secondary alkyl halide, than that of primary alkyl halide, than that of vinyl, than that of phenyl, and than that of methyl halide. The mechanism of SN1 reaction is occurred in two steps. The first step is the slowest step and it is a rate determining step in which the dissociation of the alkyl halide forming a carbocation intermediate which is planar because the central positively charged carbon atom is sp2 hybridized. Hence, the rate of the reaction is strongly depends on the concentration of the alkyl halides, that is substrate. In the second step, a rapid nucleophilic attack on the carbocation both front side and back side, hence racemic mixture is obtained. The rate depends upon the concentration of the only one reactant, the alkyl halide, and not the nucleophile, since the nucleophile is not involved in the rate determining step. Now let us see about what are the factors which are affecting the rate of SN1 reactions. Here there are three factors which affect the rate of SN1 reaction. They are the nature of the substrate, and the second one is the ability of the leaving group, and third one is the nature of the solvent. Here we note that the rate is independent of the power of the nucleophile. Let us see one by one. First one is the nature of the substrate. Highly substituted alkyl halides form a more stable carbocation. That is, tertiary alkyl halide forms a more stable carbocation than that of secondary alkyl halide, than that of primary alkyl halide, and than that of methyl halides. These carbocations are stabilized by the effect of hyperconjugation and inductive effect. Allyl and benzyl halides also react quickly by SN1 reactions because their carbocations are unusually stable due to their resonance forms which delocalize charge over an extended pi system. So, totally, the relative stability of all carbocations we discuss here. Primary allylic and primary benzylic carbocations are about as stable as secondary alkyl carbocations. Secondary allylic and secondary benzylic carbocations are about as stable as tertiary alkyl carbocations. Tertiary allylic and tertiary benzylic carbocations are more stable than tertiary alkyl carbocations. Phenyl, vinyl carbocations are unstable. They do not undergo SN1 and SN2 reactions. Next, the nature of leaving group on the rate of SN1 reactions. As we discussed in the SN2 reactions, iodine is a good leaving group because iodide is a non-basic. The hydroxyl group is a poor leaving group because hydroxyl ion is a strong base. So, the effect of solvent on the rate of SN1 reactions now we study. Then nucleophile is not involved in the rate determining step, so solvent effects on the nucleophile do not affect the rate of SN1 reactions. Polar solvents, both protic and aprotic, will solve it and stabilize the charged transition state, lowering the activation energy and accelerating the SN1 reactions. Non-polar solvents do not lower the activation energy and thus make SN1 reactions relatively slower. That is, the rate of the SN1 reaction is increased with the increase of the polarity of the solvent. Next, The next, the effect of nucleophile on the rate of SN1 reactions. Recall again that the nature of the nucleophile has no effect on the rate of SN1 reactions because the slowest step of SN1 reaction is the dissociation of the leaving group and formation of the carbocation. All carbocations are very good electrophiles, and even weak nucleophiles like water and methanol will react quickly with them. Let us consider the SN1 reactions with the two different nucleophiles. The reaction will proceed at essentially the same rate. So students, up to this we have discussed about what is SN1 reaction and what is SN2 reactions. What are the factors which are affecting both SN1 and SN2 reactions. Now let us differentiate the SN1 and the SN2 reactions. SN1 reaction is a two-step mechanism, hence it is a first order kinetics. SN2 reaction is a one-step mechanism, it is a second order kinetics. The rate of SN1 reactions depends only on the concentration of the alkyl halides, that is substrate. The rate of SN2 reaction depends upon the concentration of the alkyl halide and as well as the nucleophile. Both side attack, that is front side and back side attack of the nucleophile is possible in SN1 reactions, whereas exclusively backside attack of the nucleophile is occur in SN2 reactions. Partial racemization is occur in SN1 reactions. Stereochemical inversion of configuration occurs in SN2 reactions. The rate depends on the structure of the alkyl halide in SN1 reactions, in which tertiary alkyl halides undergo very faster in SN1 reactions, whereas SN2 reactions, primary alkyl halides undergo very faster reactions. Weak nucleophiles favor the SN1 reactions, whereas strong nucleophiles favor the SN2 reactions. SN1 reaction is favored by the low concentration of the nucleophile. SN2 reaction is favored by high concentration of the nucleophile. SN1 reaction is favored by polar solvent. SN2 reaction is favored by non-polar solvents. So, dear students, up to this we discussed about what is nucleophilic substitutions reactions, what is nucleophile, and what is SN1 and SN2 reactions, what are the factors which are affecting both SN1 and SN2 reactions, and what are the differences between the SN1 and SN2 reactions. Now I am very much happy because you are well familiar with about the nucleophilic substitutions reactions of alkyl halides. So with this slide introduction about the nucleophilic substitutions reactions of alkyl halide, I end up my lecture. Thank you once again.